Good afternoon. I'm here, Angel, with Mastiff Home Buyers, and today we don't have a special guest, but I do have some things that I want to talk about. A couple of my recent posts um, that I've been posting out there, and actually, maybe I should just back up a minute. So these weekly sessions are here to offer homeowners resources, mainly resources for financial or emotional distress. If you're having concerns, if you are going through something in your life, divorce, transition, death in the family, you've inherited a house, going through probate. I guess that's having a death in the family. You've lost your job. You have to move for your job. Any of those things are extremely stressful and sometimes financially draining. So, I want to bring some of those resources that are here to help. And so the last week, I've been posting about foreclosures. As we know, through 2020 and with COVID, a lot of foreclosures didn't happen. So, uh, mortgage companies were asked by the government to not foreclose on properties, and that was really ultimately shut down for quite a long time. Evictions as well, but I'm not going to talk about evictions. So I'm really focused on homeowners and not renters. But foreclosures did not happen. For a long period of time, people were offered forbearances or loan modifications of some sort, and that was to get them by in the meantime, and kind of kick the can down the road. Um, and gave them some time to get them themselves together. So um, however, that still may be very hard to do. Once you get behind, it's sometimes difficult to catch back up. So um, I have and I've been in that situation previously, so I do know what it's like to have to look for and reach out for help because I had a change in job. So there are some local resources who can help. I do want to get in contact with those resources so that maybe we can bring them here and have some of them talk directly about some of the resources that they have and what they have to offer. Um, but there are a number of Kansas HUD approved foreclosure counseling agencies, and we're talking about Kansas and Missouri. But there is a consumer credit counseling service in Garden City, Kansas. There is one in Hayes, Kansas. There's one in Hiawatha and one in Hutchinson. And there's some in the Kansas City area and Lawrence as well. So, you can Google "need help paying bills," um, and actually, I'm going to put that in here. Need help paying bills.com. Sorry, I should have thought of this. I am learning how to use this technology. so, um, so here is a resource that you can connect with about your situation, and there's a possibility that they may be able to help you. So um, and just call the one that is most local to where you live. Um, Other resources that may help with um, helping you with your foreclosure if you've gotten your notice of default would be Kansas Legal Services or the uh, Kansas City Legal Services. So there's different folks on both sides of the state who help with this and can let you know if they might be able to help you, whatever your situation is. And so you can always reach out to me as well. I am happy to help anyone find the right connections and get to the right people to get you help. And depending on your situation, sometimes you're in a situation where you really need to keep your home. You want to make sure that your kids stay in the same school district, and there may be options available to you. Your mortgage servicer may be able to work with you on additional um, things that they may be able to do for you. So if you're in that situation now, and I know it's going to become more evident that people are getting those notice of default letters now that we're past COVID, and the mortgagers and the lenders are moving forward with what they would have done, a long time. And if you're one of those folks who, had to, because of COVID, use a loan modification or forbearance of some sort, and now are in a desperate situation where you don't know what to do, this is the time to reach out for help. And it is hard. It's really hard to reach out for help, but I think that's, my best advice is to try to at least reach out for help and see if somebody can assist you with your situation and getting you the resources that you need to either keep your home or get your home sold. It's another option is available to you, that you can sell your home. You can list it with a real estate agent and see if they can get it sold quickly, and you can then move on to something that maybe is more affordable. My situation was also that my house, and this was back in 2007, 8ish. So it was when there was a serious down market for real estate, which I didn't really understand that then, like I do now. So our market is not quite like it was back then, but my house had depreciated, so I owed more money than what the house was worth at the moment. So when that occurred, I didn't have a lot of options. So and I also didn't have the means to make repairs that were needed in order to put the house on the market. And it was a whole big hassle. So um, I ended up just writing it out. So you can do that. And I am certainly willing to share my experiences with folks if you want to reach out. But yeah, just give me a call and or text me, and let's see what we can do to help you. Tell me about your situation, and let me see if I could get you plugged in to some resources that might be of assistance to you. Um, and we can go from there. So I was looking to see if there were others, that I might call out. Like I said, I hope to, get in contact with um, folks and see if we can uh, get some guests on the homeowners resources to talk about some of these things that we want to, or resources that we want to offer to people. Um, there's just a lot of things out there. So Anyways, I am not going to keep folks any longer. Appreciate it's difficult to keep up, more than 10 minutes or so here, and I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble on when I don't have a guest to, uh, have a dialogue with. So, anyways, keep jumping on and watching, and we will see you next week.